Fellows, you must be really hurt. Fucking count, Captain. You're fucking welcome. Fellows, you must be really hurt. No problem. Get off the ice, you pussy.
Get off the ice, you pussy.
Lay on the ice.
You're the fucking best, fellas.
You lay on the ice like a
superstar.
You lay on
the best, fellas.
You lay on the ice like a little. Lay on the ice like a fraud, fellows. You pussy.
You fucking woman. You little fucking puke.
Get up, you
fucking
faggot.
balls, you fucking tit fucker.
Get up, you pussy.
Coming at you live and on demand from the heart of Europe and stinking rotten, filthy New Jersey. This is the most badass hockey podcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to none other than badass hardcore hockey radio right here on YouTube. This is Shot from the Point. My point man for today, from the dirtiest of dirty, filthy, rotten, stinking Rahway, New Jersey, making his reappearance for the first time in almost a year to the day. None other than Jersey Jason Lech. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good.
Jersey Jason Lech, can we lose that one? Because I just want to... I want to change this up. Can you call me tit fucker Jason Lech? let me tell you, if you're gonna hurl insults my way, tit fucker is like at the top of the list for me.
Why would you say that?
There's nothing I'd rather be called than a tit fucker. I'll tell you. I don't know what the hell, Brian Trottier. What the hell kind of insult is a tit fucker?
Well, the thing is, I was thinking like supposedly in the mob you can't go down on girls. So maybe like being Canadian, you can't. Titty fucking is just like, it makes you gay.
They went over that in what's called True Romance. Tarantino, it was he turned it into like apparently a black guy thing where they didn't like going down on girls. But
well, I don't know. Black guys always tell me that girls don't go down on them. Maybe, you need a nice white girl.
Maybe Tarantino's right. That's why. Return the favor.
Yeah, because that's like a big thing. That's what I was told by two separate guys in the Army told me that. They said, black girls, they don't do that, man. I'm like, really? I mean, it's like super easy to trick a white girl to do that. I mean, he says, now you know. And I can't say I blame him. Listen, I got a little history of that clip. And I'm going to tell you right now for whatever reason. And it has to do a little bit with the history of this dumb show that, I don't know, like 5 people watch a week. But anyway... When I, after the NHL shut down, what was that, 04, 05? Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. That's a season we missed.
Yeah, that was the season we missed. We missed the 04, 05 season. And I when the season came back on, when Crosby made his first appearance and Ovechkin made his like huge impact right away with that crazy goal he scored against Phoenix, I started listening to a podcast. On something called BroadStreetBully.com. Now, this guy, his name was Michael Moore, and he sold videos online. He made you pay. He had like the first hockey YouTube, before the NHL, made it almost really easy to upload, and they never gave you any kind of crap or anything like that. So, what happened was this. The show, I'll be honest with you, I stole it. I stole the whole friggin' idea. And it was really funny. They got on, they played that clip, they called people pussies, they were complaining about the new NHL, and all these things. And I thought it was the most hysterical thing on the planet.
Look, let's not credit somebody named Michael Moore, too much.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. It's not the same Michael Moore. just to make that extremely clear. It is not the same Michael Moore that made Fahrenheit 9/11 and what have you. But,
you were also, I think, I don't mean to cut in, but I think you were also pretty influenced by Scotty Farrell.
And Howard Stern and Dimas and all that. Get this. Guess who's here? Jake.
Oh, really? No shit.
Yeah. Guess who's here? Well, what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a story, and you bugged out on me, and now you jump in? What's up?
No, I just want to make sure that Jay wasn't doing too good of a job.
I'm Jake.
Oh, go watch the fucking Super Bowl.
I feel like I'm calling the kids that are too cool to go to the prom.
So you're exactly right.
We don't need to go there.
That's right. Is the game started already?
There's a lot of other things on than the Super Bowl tonight.
Yeah, like the Puppy Bowl. Swear to God, that's really what I'm gonna watch.
Do you want to hear my
Actually,
story?
the Puppy Bowl ended, and now it's the Kitten Bowl, which I have DVRing at home.
Oh my God! And you're gonna sit there and watch that with your wife later? Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, that looks like Bubba. That one looks like Bubba. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, Jesus. Makes me want to do heroin. Oops. Hey,
Hold on, I'm gonna put Steven on.
Oh, put Steve on. Hold on, camera. It'd be really funny. Yeah. Jace gets his thing on and goes, I'm gonna steal his thunder. You know?
That's right. Not on my watch. Hold on, let me get the camera.
You think, throw the camera on, it'd be funny. Got both you jokers on.
Yeah, he's on. Listen.
Is he? Jay,
Yo, what's up?
Hey, I don't think I talked to you in 3 years.
At least.
Yeah, you jerk.
Why? Is it because of football? You watching the Super Bowl or what?
No. God, no. Look at me.
Like I said,
way,
they're the kids that are too cool to go to prom, and they make fun of everyone who went to prom.
The only
Look at that guy in a tux.
The only way I'd watch this stupid game is if I was back home in your mom's basement with everybody else eating all your food and not giving you enough money for the pay-per-view, for the wrestling pay-per-view.
You know what we should do? You should have a shot from the point exclusive one day on Reggie Jackson playing the outfield for the Yankees.
Ah, that's an inside joke and a half. He wasn't that good. I mean, he was a good.
Obviously,
he was Hall of Famer, no doubt. But I've changed my mind about that. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. But he wasn't.
So
he wasn't the best Yankee ever.
So what's up, man? How you been?
Not at all.
No, I've been great. How are you doing? Are you enjoying married life?
Oh yeah, wonderfully.
He looked at me with this funny look after he said this, like he just ate something very bitter.
Well, let me tell you something. Hang in there. Hang in there, no matter what you do.
Sound defeated when they answer that.
Yeah, how do you like being married, Jason?
Yeah,
that was a quick answer, bro. We're not that well delayed on Skype. Let me tell you something. I got news for all three of you.
All right, just wanted to say you guys have a good show and have fun.
You guys have the game. I would be watching the game if I was home, but I just see no reason to do that.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just messing with you. I know you don't.
Well, I know Jay doesn't watch it at all.
Well, you can bet your ass that I'll have an opinion about it if something weird happens.
Oh, yeah, you will. You'll watch like 4 minutes of it and like, I didn't like that.
Stay up tomorrow. You'll see as soon as you wake up.
4 minutes on next week's show will take up probably 20 minutes.
Hey, P-Way, good talking to you. I'll be giving you a call soon. Give my best to Maria and Aaron. All right,
They actually walked out of the room, so.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, how you guys doing? Listen, I got to do my show. I mean,
you guys later. You guys have a nice show.
Thank you. Thanks, Jake. Have a good time.
Yeah,
Tommy, take care, man.
Take care. I'll be giving you guys calls soon. I promise.
Yeah, let me know.
I will, brother. Take care. I should have been calling early. I'm sorry.
I said, Mike, if you want to talk to Tommy,
Can you hang up? Go. Sorry about that. I really haven't talked to those guys in like stratospheres, as it seems, and it ruined your big intro. But maybe that was the idea.
That's fine.
It's not like. It's not like I just blew your shot on Stern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can be a little realistic here. But I want to tell my dumb story.
I'll get over it eventually.
I want to tell my dumb story. So anyway, this guy Michael Moore, he starts selling videos. He's one of these guys you could buy like the Summit series from when it was on VHS and what have you. And I listened to his podcast, and it was a lot like this one, I'll be honest with you. I was like, wow, like a shock jock style podcast. Like, and they did the news every week, and they goofed on people. And they had a Ranger fan and a Flyer fan, which had like a really cool dynamic. And when I started doing it with Dead on Dave 2 years ago, when we started doing like a talk show, I'm like, wow, this crap sounds like WFAN. I friggin' hate sports talk radio. I mean,
it's terrible, except for Pharrell.
Pharrell, yeah, because what does he do? He entertains.
And the guy will actually talk hockey in friggin' July. Who the hell's doing that?
Nobody. And there's stuff going on in the summer. That's the crazy part. I think one of our best shows was this past summer, talking about old Slappy in New Jersey running Russia. Sorry, I retired for $20 million. Whatever the hell it was. But I found this whole thing fantasy. But what I didn't know is, well, I did sort of know it, but I just figured the NHL didn't care. He was selling copyright videos, and this is property of the NHL. Of course, it's illegal. And he did 3 or 4 of these shows. And I remember the last show, he was making fun of Christopher Reeve's wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, before she died. Like doing the national anthem somewhere. It was really brutal. I mean, he did shit that I'd never do. And I started getting a little reminiscent of the whole situation. And then I last April, I was about to tell a story just before we close the season, I guess during the playoffs. Apparently, in 2010, he was charged with copyright infringement by the NHL. He had to forfeit $100,000 worth of profit. And as of April of 2013, he was looking at 5 years in prison and at least a $200,000 fine. And yeah, no joke. I mean, he should have just waited till YouTube came out, you know?
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, but that was like, I always want to tell this because it was, and he made, and I'll play it. He made this clip. If you can hear it with the whole Bella situation. This was like, I don't know. I think because he had satellite feeds. He had like a satellite feed, and you could. I guess that's how he got that, because when the commercial went off, you could hear what's going on the ice in those days, and he had a lot of great videos. But it was between that and I guess screwing the people that are that were buying videos from him. Because do you remember the tape trading days? I don't know if you ever got involved in that.
Not really.
Like if I give you my Game 6 Eastern Conference Final, and you give me Stanley Cup Final 1984 Islanders Edmonton, and you trade like that.
Yeah.
You never heard of that stuff?
No, I never
did it. I've got a box of VHS tapes going back to '78.
Yeah, no, I have no idea where the hell half of mine are, or any of them actually.
Yeah, I'd like to have some. Some of them I'd like to have, but have you? But that was really the whole inspiration for this dumb idea of mine, and it was Michael Moore. I did research on it today. I have not found any. It actually, you can check this out on FBI.gov if you don't think I'm telling the truth.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm not making any of this up. I never make this shit up unless it's about Greg Wyshynski, who my sources tell me stiffs hookers.
What a douchebag.
Speaking of him.
I mean, I don't like Larry Brooks either. Like,
yeah.
I hate the way he makes shit up a lot of times.
Oh, really?
It's just, he just comes up with stupid shit, and but at least the guy knows how to write. Like, he's a good writer. Wyshynski's just a fucking joke.
Well, the thing is, did you see the I like Puck Daddy because they find weird stuff, and I'd be remiss if I said that a lot of the stuff doesn't come from there. The information doesn't come from there. In order to do a hockey podcast, a wacky hockey show, you need sources, and it's a great source to find weird videos and things of that nature. So
we could do that. You just don't have the access.
I don't have the time.
Or the access.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
There's a lot of stuff that,
And also, when you have a big blog like Puck Daddy, you got people volunteering.
That's what I'm saying. They have access.
They got them volunteering shit and what have you. But my thing with these guys is, like, somebody's telling me, is like, why do you always pick on these guys? Nobody cares about these guys anyway. Because I want to snark the snarks. That's really what it comes down to. I want to snark these snarky bastards. Did you see the article on Marco Strum?
A little bit of it. It's just like...
Well, it's basically Wyshynski's typical hiding behind satire. And
what does Sturm do?
Yeah, to anybody.
Yeah.
To anybody. Like, what's his
I
problem?
could see if this was Bertuzzi or something.
I wouldn't care at all then. It could be
Sheer.
Bertuzzi. Hell, you could even throw Bob Provert in that mix. But,
yeah, I mean...
Yeah, why don't you make fun of dead Bob Provert? I mean, God. I mean, and the funny thing was, it goes into, it's like, he wrote on his Twitter's website, he goes, wow, the reaction is hysterical. You would think I just snarked Joe Sakic. What's the fucking difference?
Yeah, there's,
What's the difference? I mean, look, Marco's not going to Hall of Fame. But he did make the NHL. And by the way, look, in the United States, if you grow up in the 3Ms, Massachusetts, Minnesota, or Michigan, there's programs out there to kind of grab you. And if you have the talent and push you in the right direction, there's nothing like that here in Germany. Not a thing. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to make the NHL, much less the DEL, by the way, which it's tough to watch that league, I'll be honest with you. But, I mean, it's still a very high level of professional hockey. And for him, this guy who couldn't make his goddamn baseball team, he probably couldn't make nobody would even want him on a pickup game. The guy who got picked last in gym, he's making fun of Marco Strum, who basically, would take that disappointed look off his wife's face like that, So that's why I can't stand Wyshynski. That's why I did a show with him. Lambert's new thing is that I'm stalking them. You know that?
Yeah, he's another.
It's ridiculous.
Clown.
It's ridiculous. Call the police.
Yeah,
I'm stalking them. So you guys are public figures. And I'm basically goofing on you like you goof on hockey players. I mean, really,
exactly. They don't like it though. I mean,
no, they don't. They don't. I got a little out of line with Wyshynski once, but I mean,
what? It's typical bully mentality. It's okay when they do it, but as soon as you do it to them, they cry.
I'm being a bully. And I am. I'm totally open, but I would never bully. We have a rule in the show, and I even Dead on Dave applied by it. We don't criticize athletic ability.
Right,
yeah, because it's a joke coming from me. It's an absolute joke. You can criticize the hustle when they screw up like a Danny Heatley.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't think the guy's playing hard enough. But when you get into technical stuff, and I don't do that because I don't know that stuff. And you know what? I don't believe these guys do too. I don't think they come from that kind of background. Don Cherry does it. I'm a little more. Willing to swallow it. Marty Biron, he's over at TSN right now. He says that Jonathan Toews will be the de facto captain. You know what? I'm willing to listen to what he says. Based on the fact that the player, he didn't say this balls to the wall, but he goes, let me tell you something. He goes, trust me. He goes, they will look to Toews, not Crosby. Because
it's like in Edmonton, everybody, even Gretzky, from what I hear, acknowledged the fact that Messier was the leader of that locker room.
Well, Messi did lead it, but he said, like, when he was in Los Angeles, he says he doesn't have the type of personality to go in, okay, you motherfuckers, get in fucking line, you pussies.
Yeah,
it's not him. It's not him. He doesn't have the presence. He doesn't have the look, really. And Messi looks like he kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And look, that sounds crazy, but that works. If you're sitting next to a guy that can kick your ass, you're probably more likely to listen.
Oh yeah.
Subconsciously or consciously or whatever. And so Gretzky led by being the last guy off the ice, being the first guy there, making sure all the stuff was done, making sure all the birthdays and the things that the T's were crossing, the I's were dotted. And he hustled and he played hard every night. That's how he led.
Gretzky was like the producer, and Messier was like the director.
Yeah, it basically, and they tried to reignite it on our team, which sort of worked, I guess. But then Messier headed Vancouver. That was a smart.
Well, no, that was what's his name? Checkets.
You think that was because that's the first year he was over there.
I think Checkets came in and said that something about what's going to happen. Am I going to end up paying for 1994 for the rest of my life?
Well, the problem was he hadn't had a contract since.
Right.
He hadn't had a contract since, and it was 1996 or it was 1997, so it wasn't that long. He hadn't had a contract, and what happened when they got rid of Messier? How many years did it take him to make the playoffs? 9.
Yeah. I mean, but he was probably right though about that. It's just they were just so mismanaged, and it's just I don't know.
I don't know how you go. I don't know how you got. I don't know how you don't pay the guy for that. And I bet he got more money when he came back than he did what he was asking for initially.
Damage was done though. I mean, the team was
damage, and he was not well received in Vancouver because it's a huge rival, and they don't look at him like that. They look at the guy that just buried their team every damn year.
Well, plus he came in and the family of what's his name, who wore 11 for Vancouver.
Oh yeah, that was some guy that got killed in a car accident or something, right?
Wayne Mackey. Yeah, he died of brain cancer, and Messier called his family, and I guess he asked Vancouver if he could wear 11, and they explained the situation, and said, "Hey, you can talk to the family." So he did. They didn't give his blessing for wearing number 11, and the fucker took it anyway.
Oh,
yeah. So
Messier's thinking at that point was, how do I go from 11? Because all that marketability and stuff that he's selling and what have you. If you remember, Wayne Gretzky had the little 99 shirt that he used to sell. On the corner of his collar, and I think that's probably, I didn't know that.
I think he probably went in there going, "Well, yeah, Mark Messier, they're gonna the family's gonna, they're gonna have to, of course they'll allow it, and and they didn't, and well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway." And that's kind of a dick move, if you ask me.
Well, and it's coming from us too. I mean, there's nothing. Is there any player that you respect more that's ever been a Ranger? Messier,
Adam Graves, yes, Adam Graves.
More so. Well, Adam Graves. I got to be honest with you. He was Messier. He is God in New York, and he always will be, and for good reasons. He's human like everybody else. He had a kid that he had never nothing to do with. He basically dips in the Rangers last year after he doesn't get his job, which he was never going to get. Why doesn't he just go to the friggin' minor leagues? Didn't he learn from Gretzky from going right to the NHL? Do what Patrick Waugh did. Learn how to coach the young guys, then come to the NHL. That's why Vigneault got the job. And I gotta be honest, my brother asked me, "Aren't you pissed that Messier got the job?" I was like, "No." I said, "I don't care how great a leader he was. He doesn't know how to coach."
Yeah, he hasn't coached yet. And, I think Waugh was just a perfect fit for that young team.
He spent like a decade down there, didn't he?
And what?
He spent like a decade down there.
Yeah, where was he? I don't remember where he was coaching for a while.
He was the QM JHL French. French.
Yeah,
that French Junior League, the QMA, the Quebec Major Juniors. And he was down there for a long time. I think he got in a friggin' line brawl with his kid when his kid was on the team.
Yeah, he I don't know. People flip out, and there's they made a big deal out of him going ape shit in that game.
Right.
He started going after Bruce
Boudreau, who deserved
it. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name for a second, but people were like, they're making a big deal out of it. And it's like, no, you see what the guy did? Of course. I mean, look, players follow that. They see. Look at Tortorella.
Oh yeah.
Players rally around that sort of thing. They see their coach has their back basically, and he's willing to get in there and basically fight with them. And,
yeah, I know. And it's the whole thing looked deliberate to me. I read the damn thing.
Oh no, I wouldn't doubt it if it was.
But the Tortorella thing, I don't know if that was deliberate, because going into that dumb locker room was about the stupidest thing he's ever done.
Yeah, I agreed with every single thing he did up until that point.
I completely and totally agree with you.
And I don't disagree that he started. His tirade was too much. I don't disagree. I don't think that was too much at all. No. I think as soon as he went towards their locker room and made that decision to go down that hallway, then that's where he was completely wrong.
Yeah,
but
I don't understand.
That, no, definitely react the way you did. Flip out, make a big scene, intimidate the shit out of Hartley, who will just stand there and won't even make eye contact with you.
I know.
Your players will see that. His players will see that. And it's going to motivate your guys to step it up even more. Look at Calgary. If they see their coach won't even look at you, won't even look at the other coach, won't even make eye contact, what's that say? We're going to put our tail between our legs now.
Yeah. I would say he's a big pussy, just like that cat that's in your camera.
Yeah.
But what's that mongrel's name, or that
Benny.
Benny? How many more are over there? About 15?
What's that?
Is there how many other ones? How many of his brothers and sisters are running around the place?
She's it. We have a wiener dog too. So.
Oh God. Well, is he sleeping? Look, dead. Do that again. Put him on. Put him on again. I want to make sure he's not dead.
Sadie.
All right? Is he old?
No, she's like
just really clingy.
Maybe she'll be 3, I think, this year.
Those dumb dogs are all over the place over here.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So, I think when Germany hosted the Olympics, they made the wiener dog their
Germany's
their
quite
mascot.
Famous. Germany's quite famous for a lot of dogs. The Rottweiler, Doberman Pinscher, The Weimaraner. Weimaraner. This is good horns, yeah. But yeah, they have lots of dogs. But by far, the Dachshund is the stupidest of them all. They can't housebreak them. They're terribly dumb.
They're
In fact,
actually, they're really intelligent. They're just really stubborn.
I don't believe that. I think they're dumb.
They are
hunting dogs. They are officially in the hunting category. I didn't know that until I read that.
Well, yeah, they were bred this way for not to bore your hockey fans into a coma here, but they were bred to hunt badgers.
Yeah. I imagine they were pretty good at it. Or groundhogs over there, and my girlfriend's watching the whole Poxitani. Happy Groundhog Day, all you idiots. My girlfriend's watching the Poxitani Phil, and she's like, "It's like you think that's a stupid tradition, don't you?" It's weird. That movie was dumb too, but you think that's
the movie was great.
I said over there. Do you know what they're doing right after Poxitani makes his big announcement? They're gonna be eating schnitzel and bratwurst because it was you friggin' Germans that came up with that stupid idea. So thanks a lot. No, we didn't. We would never do that. No. That's the Pennsylvania German state. That was your idea.
There's tons of Germans in Pennsylvania.
I know there still is. Like everybody I know. I know black guys from Pennsylvania with German last names. Yeah. So it's I know a lot of guys. I know a guy named Melvin Goss. He's from Pennsylvania. Are you German? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Melvin Goss.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No. Well, you were of a German descent too, correct? German and Irish.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
German and Irish.
Correct.
And Wyszynski's Polish, and I guess that gives him permission to dump on Marco Strum.
Yeah.
Do you think that has something to do with it? That it's just
it could be. I mean,
it's not so much maybe
through their country.
But do you think it's just safe to bash Germans over the head?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hitler ruined everything for us.
Let me tell you something. She don't want to hear that from. Did you hear what Jake did on one of my other shows?
Oh no! Come on.
It's too funny. He got in trouble.
From her?
Yeah.
Well,
I said she's like, I got to keep it down because I don't want to wake anybody up. And then he goes, I'm going to start calling her the Fuhrer, like it's a goof. And then like I'm listening in the morning, and it's just like if she had a coffee cup in her hand, it would have been the dropped coffee cup look, And I'm like, I just looked at her. I said, look, I'm not telling you because I mean, like we've been in one fight in 2.5 years, so I don't want the second one. And that was 4 months into our relationship. And I just was like, look, I'm not sitting there telling you don't have every right to be pissed off right now. I go, but I want you to think about this. He's a comic and he's trying to be edgy, and he has no fucking idea what he just said. And I believe me, it's true. He has no clue what he just said. None. Zero. And she accepted that, and Jake wrote her this big, cute apology. It was so funny. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to be disrespectful.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What did he do exactly?
Well, he just said, we'll start calling her the Fuhrer as the nickname.
Oh yeah, that was
enough. That was it.
That was it.
That really, I'm like.
That's did you see? Oh my God, dude, that reminds me of Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Like what?
It's one of the first episodes. All right, Larry's on the phone with Jeff.
Okay.
And everybody's Jewish pretty much on the show,
Yeah.
so Jeff's got Larry on speakerphone, and they're making plans to meet up, and Jeff's saying, well, when do you think we can get together? He goes, how about tonight or tomorrow? And Larry says, well, let me run it by Hitler first. And Jeff's parents are in the car, and Larry was on speakerphone, and he didn't know it. And Jeff's parents are like, oh my God, how could you say such a thing? That's not funny. Why would you make a joke about, a Jewish woman being Hitler? And it turns into this big thing. And, the rest of the episode, he's
I never got into that show.
Oh my God, it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, I guess we
shows the reason I got into Seinfeld, actually.
You're like way more into pop culture than I am, and I'm like really disconnected because I hate everything and everything agitates me, except The Walking Dead, because I like the idea of a utopian society. But other than that, I just can't stand television. I can't. It gets on my nerves. I just, somebody said, well, you watch wrestling. First of all, I barely ever watch wrestling anymore. Second of all, I'm not looking for intellectual stimulation from the world of the WWE. Go eat me, will you? Have you paid attention to, like, our friend in Boston, Joe Cronin?
No, not really. I'm a dad, man, right now.
I understand. But we have this guy. He helped us get, like, I gotta probably credit 150 subscribers to him personally.
I hear he's like really into wrestling though.
He's really into wrestling, but what's more important is he's given us like tons and tons and tons of great advice, and he's been like a total friend the whole time. And he's actually like, and it's really funny because he challenges Triple H to like matches, and he cuts these programs. And I wanted to tell you like one of the jokes he told on one of his show. There was this Joe's got 2 kids, and he had to move in. When he had a kid, he had to move back in with his mother's house, right? But it wasn't going to stop his broadcasting. So somebody, I guess, from his neighborhood knew he was doing this. Joe's got 1,700 subscribers. Yeah. I mean, he's really done well. And talking wrestling, basically doing sports talk on wrestling. And then this guy calls up and says, "How about?" And he names like 3 dead wrestlers. And Mae Young is special referee, and Chris Benoit in a steel cage mat. Ha ha ha. He goes, "You did that show in your mom's apartment." Ha ha, like really making fun of him, putting him down. And he looks, he goes, "How about this match? How about Chris Benoit versus your whole family?" He was like, because he gave him like a match, and he goes, "I got a better match. How about Chris Benoit versus your family?" I was like, holy shit. Completely shut the guy down. I don't know what's worse, doing in the living room or... I mean, he wasn't his mom's basement. He's in his living room and his side of the house, I imagine.
His side of the house.
Yeah. Hey, what are you going to do? Times are tough.
Yeah.
Times are tough these days. Also, I wanted to go over... I write stuff down now. Let's see how long this fucking lasts. I talked about Michael Moore. I think we'll go over the shootouts yet. All right. I promised Harrison Mooney. All right. I promised Harrison Mooney before. As much as we bitch about Puck Daddy, we like them too. And Harrison Mooney has agreed to do the show. He was supposed to do it last week and the week before. And he did push it up. I honestly believe that he double booked. This week, I pushed it up. And the reason is, not that I didn't want to do it with Jason over here, but I did promise Jake. And I also gave him the Super Bowl off. But Jake really wants to do it, and Jake's with us every week, and I would have happily put him on with all 3 of us, but I told him, I was like, look, if you could do this favor for me, because I did Lampert by myself, and so just to have Jake on a regular show, so I thought that would be kind of cool to have him on. No offense to you, but you start doing more shows, then we'll have you on with Gordie Howe for all I know.
I mean, if I get on with these Puck Daddy guys, I don't want to get into like stalker territory now.
Yeah,
I mean, shit.
Jesus Christ, you call him a big phony, and you're all of a sudden a stalker.
Yeah,
but it was really funny. We did a review of Harrison Moody's latest music video, and I guess Mooney liked it, and he goes, "This is a review of my video on YouTube," and it turns into a hate fest for Lampert and Wyshynski. and Lampert wrote back within seconds, and I saw him retweet it. It happened in seconds. Me and my girlfriend were just literally laughing. Lampert writes back, he goes, "I know who it is before I clicked on it." And Mooney fires back to him. He goes, "How are you able to keep track of all your haters?" So that tells you.
Haters are the greatest, man.
What's that?
Haters are the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, but he knew it was me. Out of all the jackasses out there, he knew it was me, and that's why like, how do I get under your skin? How is that possible? An idiot like me, I'm the one they remember, right?
Hey, the idiots are the ones that you remember, like a Sean Avery.
You know what it was? He did not cream me in our debate. That's what it was. That's what, and he never retweeted it. You know that?
Yeah, the guy's a joke. Like, he really is. He's a fucking jerk off. He doesn't know anything about hockey.
He doesn't know. Well, he knows that. And I think he doesn't care. It's just about stirring people up that beat him up. Hockey guys were mean to me when I was growing up in Lowell.
Yeah, what was the one day he called you and your jock buddies? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like he knows
anything that would any label you put on you, jock would be the last one.
Thanks,
jock. Give me a fucking break.
Me?
Like, no, that's a compliment. That's not even not an insult at all.
Even
that's
if I was a jock.
Fucking jocks are a bunch of fucking
Yeah, I mean, it's completely ridiculous. And you know what? We are able to effectively point out what a phony he is. And like it's like he writes an article about Gregory. Oh God, who's the kid from Boston took the puck and broke his leg? That awesome play last year. That was so great. Not for him, but it was just a real testament. Gregory Campbell, right? Campbell blocked.
Yeah, no, what a jerk! Like, why you're gonna knock somebody for just
playing the game,
going down, and give me a break?
I mean, he called him stupid.
Yeah,
he attacked hockey culture, hockey thing, and they basically all were saying is like, look, we appreciate the sacrifice. You know, I mean, he's putting $1 million body on the line every time he goes out there, and you know that's hard. That's all right. You believe that, that's fine. You think the culture in hockey is all kind of stupid and screwed up. But I said it then that he's a phony, that he really doesn't care. This is his opportunity to criticize people he hates, and he proved it during the Emery fight with Holtby. He wrote that Holtby should have gave Emery a Phil Kessel two-hand to the head.
Wow.
I mean, wait, how can you complain about hockey violence or even pretend to care about it if you would recommend something like that? Look, I don't like what Ray Emery did more than anybody else, but a two-hander to the head?
Yeah, with a goalie stick? It fucking killed him.
Yeah, where do you get off? The guy's a phony. He just makes stuff up.
Yeah.
Here's what happened.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, he's I'm not going to get into politics, but I mean...
Well, yeah, but I mean, politics play a role. I mean, look, we know lots of people that are cool and agree with some of his politics. I don't think that's really the issue.
No, I was just going to say it's the same type of mentality, though, that, you know...
Yeah, it comes through.
Pick and choose whatever, you know... anything that can fit their narrative or whatever, you know, helps their story along at the time is what they're going to go with. And...
No, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. All right, real quick on Mooney. Mooney's going to do it next week. Last topic I want to hit on. This is something I know you like. It is looking like it's going to be the end of shootouts in the National Hockey League.
Oh, please.
The Detroit Red Wings I think we're one of two teams that actually voted against the shootout going in. And, I heard Wyshynski interview some celebrity that I didn't recognize, and he said basically what I would have said. Like, I was initially for it, but after having it almost a decade, I can't wait for it. I think it's got to go. I think you brought me away. You would still have a problem with it if they did the 10 minutes?
No,
and
the 10-minute overtime.
Yeah, but would you have a problem if they could do a shootout after that?
Yes, but
yeah? Okay.
I'd understand it.
Yeah,
more.
I
just don't
man.
like the shootout.
Did you see Joe Thornton's goal?
No.
Did you see Joe Thornton's goal versus did I even put it up there?
No, I feel like so horrible. Like what's it called? What is it again? Chicago.
Yeah, it was against Chicago. I mean, you're gonna miss stuff like that, though. I mean, that was pretty cool, you know. I mean, you're not gonna miss that.
It'll happen. It'll happen a
in
breakaway. It'll happen in a penalty shot. It's gonna happen. I mean, the game is on the line. It's not like you know.
Well, you won't see. You know what I think it really killed it was that guy from Ottawa last year that put the stick on the puck and started shifting it back and forth. I think that was the moment that everybody said, we're done here.
You decide to put the game on the, you put a game on the line with a skills competition, and then expect people to go out there and not try to show off their skills.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. No, that's I guess so. I mean, that's another way to look at it. But it does look like a circus act sometimes. Other times, like, would you agree? There's
if they score a goal, they score a goal. I don't. I mean. It's just, I don't know.
Do you? Well, say what's on your mind. I don't know. You're supposed to complain and bitch. You're supposed to be a jerk here, Jason. Don't hold back.
When it goes too far, but at the same time, it's like what do you want to just take away all the? It seems like the NHL just like if you have personality, like you're just vilified. Like Crosby's a good guy, Ovechkin's evil. And then you have the shit they were pulling on. What's called Sean Avery. I mean, it's if you have any sort of personality in the league, then you're
Well, then the Ryan
you're not
Lamperts
gonna
of the
be
world go
well
after you.
received.
Yeah, the Ryan Lamperts of the world go after you. I mean, he said something when I interviewed him. He said, these guys are always, thanks to my teammates, I got the goal, and they pretty much give you the same answer over and over. And I even said to him, right to his face, I go, because of you!
Yeah.
Because of you!
And hockey media, especially in Canada, they don't want to have it. Actually, here too, I shouldn't even say in Canada. Here they don't.
But they'll let it slide with a hockey
any
player
sort
here.
of personality or fun.
Yeah. They'll let it slide with the hockey player in the States for the most part, unless it's like a Boston or a Michigan or a Minnesota. But they'll let it slide here. But I mean, it is. You show any kind of personality. Hey, that brings me to another question. What'd you think of the Sherman thing? A little on the football. What'd you think about the Sherman interview before?
From what I understand, I fucking hate football. I can't stand it. I don't even give a shit who wins tonight. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're talking.
But actually, now I'm gonna. I actually do care to an extent because I would like to see Sherman win.
Yeah.
Just him, because everybody's making this huge deal out of what he did. Now, from what I hear, at the end of the game, he went up to the other player and went to shake his hand and congratulate him on or just tell him, hey, hell of a game, whatever.
Yeah.
Just good sportsmanship. And the guy basically shoved him in his face,
really?
gave him the finger, said something, like cursed him out, and then walked away. And then he gets on camera and just says, you know, that's what happens when you put a sorry receiver on me and this and that.
Yeah.
Never cursed, never got out of line.
Never threw a gang sign.
Never did anything stupid. He just he was just excited after a win, and I guess it was a close game. It must have been if it came down to that play.
Mm-hmm.
And
went a little nuts.
And then he had a heated moment after the game when he tried to congratulate somebody, and he that's what he did, and people now have a problem with it.
Yeah, I found first of all, I thought when I first saw it, I fell down laughing, because that's just who I am. I guess my only problem with the situation is I don't think he did anything wrong. And it's like Don Cherry says, you put these guys, you put a camera in their face right after they win and right after they lost, and God forbid you get some real emotion.
Oh yeah.
God forbid. The only problem, the criticism I have of Sherman is I really didn't like the escape from criticism. First of all, he's been very unapologetic about his behavior, which is fine. I have no problem with that. If you said screw you, you don't like me, bite me. That's fine with that. But he seems to want it both ways because he says, the thug is the new N-word, and that's what people are kind of getting around. He thinks it's a racist thing, and while being kind of unapologetic about it. And he's look, I got a 3.9 at Stanford. I pay my taxes. I'm a good member of society. All that's true. Here's the thing. You can't have it both ways. You can't be the smart guy from Stanford and then cut a WWE promo like that. People are going to have opinions to judge. And just because they call you a thug doesn't make it, I don't think really that's the N-word. I mean, how soon is it before jerk is the new N-word? Or he sucks is the new N-word?
You start getting into the whole thought police bullshit.
Yeah, that's what we're getting into. I thought, but that's the thing. Like, he jumped on that bandwagon, and he's not a dumb guy, and it was quite deliberate, And from what I understand, I was talking to a couple of football fans. He's done stuff like this before.
Yeah, he's engaged other players, I think, from what I hear. But
I just wanted to know how you felt about that. But you pretty much feel the same way I do.
I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable right now talking about this because it's football. But
I just want to know your opinion because
my opinion is
we got something.
I hate football, and
I don't know. I doubt Mooney will listen to this, so I'm going to take a chance. Ryan Lampert called Ray Emery a gangsta.
No.
So we're going to ask Mooney.
How controversial.
How do you feel about that? Because he was very upset about a lot of the racist tweets. Which, by the way, the racist tweets are garbage. Not giving any that's horse shit.
What Mooney you said was
Mooney was very upset about some of the treatment that Sherman got. Well, for some of the same reasons that we had, but it was more an a racial thing for him.
He's probably a Seahawks fan, right? He's up there in Vancouver.
He's in Vancouver too. Yeah, he's right over. He works for Vancouver Sun. He probably knows the reporters from there that goes to the games. It's not even that far.
Yeah.
So I mean, it bothered him, and look, has every right to bother a guy. Does it bother your colleague when they said the same thing to Ray Emery? Or is it okay because Ray Emery's a black hockey goalie? I mean, and I had James Paul Dupont of Boston said it's because I called Lampert out on being racist at the time when this thing happened, and James Paul Dupont interrupts my conversation. He's a big shot from Boston, I swear to God, and says he's just being a thug, and it's okay to criticize him for being a thug. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, if the situation was reversed, you guys, I don't know if you'd be doing that. In fairness to James Paul Dupont, he did write something, because he's a pussy, he's right. He says, the good thing about Sherman's behavior was that we can all draw our own conclusions from it. Pussy. He didn't say anything because he was afraid to be calling a racist in the Boston media. But he had no problem calling Emery a thug. And that's what we're going to ask Mooney next week. I mean, what about, I hope he doesn't listen to it because then he can prep for the question. I mean, how do you let your colleague, how do you get upset at all these other people calling him a thug and then your own colleagues calling Emery a thug? Is that a fair question, Jace?
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't care.
It's football, but we're still getting into
You want to
football.
do the news?
Whatever. As long as we get away from football. I really can't fucking stand it.
I would thought that was I like sports controversy, so I thought that was
Back to you guys.
Come on, it's news time. Hockey news. Sponsored by the Dachshund Fund for lousy dogs that shit your apartment. That's I bet he's always crapping in the apartment.
No, she's great.
Nah, is she good?
Yeah.
It's a female. They're probably a little easier to deal with.
Yeah.
I bet they are. I bet they're much easier to deal with. Hey, I wonder how we're doing on Google Live. Or Google Live. I mean, Facebook Live. Are we? Are they profiling her and stuff? Got some dorky guy with freaking glasses in the sports part. It says Super Bowl 45 or 11. I can't read that shit. How could these guys be beating me out?
I don't know.
I got wait. Yeah, we're just gonna get completely dominated by. Nobody's listening to us. This is gonna be a bad day for anybody.
Today's the last excuse for Americans to be completely fucking stupid on a Sunday. And,
yeah,
they're gonna take full advantage of it.
You know what they do with the Army guys over here? They let them come in late.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they do. They let them come in late.
Well, this is just, it's ridiculous. I mean, if this was on a Monday or something, we're at the point in society and culture in this country where they would start giving people the day off, and I'm surprised. And I wouldn't be surprised in 10 years down the road.
National holiday.
If Monday a lot of
national
people
holiday
just
as it is.
Kids aren't going to school, or if they turn it into a thing on Monday when kids come back to school and they do reports and celebrate the Super Bowl.
Would you have a problem with
I hate
that?
football. Holy shit.
Would you have a problem with that?
Yes. I just hate it. I hate it's just this. I just hate the NFL culture.
What's
it's
wrong
just
with
horrible? All these jerk off football players and they get a free pass and whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
You don't like football,
huh? I think I've given it enough attention, to be honest with you.
All right. Let me get.
I'm looking forward to catchers and pitchers.
Catchers. Oh, are you really? Are you a bigger baseball fan now than you were, I guess, huh?
No, not really.
No. Well, we're almost there. All right. Starting off in the news. Michael Therrien. Is he to blame for what's going on?
What's Saban?
Yeah, Saban, maybe. Just the whole team. I mean, they're picking up a little in the recent days. They beat Boston the other day. But, I mean, I got to be honest. I think this guy's a full-blown French blowhard. He don't belong anywhere near a hockey team. But, I mean, they're kind of up and down play this year. Is this guy to blame? He's got to go? What do you think?
I yes and no. I mean, I do. I actually think to an extent that the way he's handling PK Subban and things like, I mean, this is one of the best defensemen in the league, and you're making an example of the guy and using it as an excuse that, we're just showing that nobody's above being benched and shut the fuck up.
How out of control? I tend to agree with that, but if Michael Therrien wasn't such a blowhard during the Lars Eller hit, which I lost absolute all respect for the guy. I think he acted like a complete idiot. I think the Eller hit was a complete botched hit. I'm not even sure to this day it was an illegal hit. I think this guy's head made contact with that guy's shoulder, and I don't even know that he made it the first point of contact.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. Terrier's probably going to be there for a while because I can't think of any. Well, Laviolette, I mean, he's got that French last name, but there's nobody else for them to hire if they fire his ass because they sure love keeping Frenchies up there.
Well, Laviolette, he speaks French?
No, he's American.
Yeah,
but he's got that French last name.
He's got a French last name. But you got to speak French over there because you got to deal with the French media.
Yeah, maybe they can, I don't know.
Haven't won a Stanley Cup in 20 years.
Dubbing and stuff. Just get them on TV and make it look good.
German hockey player, one of the great German hockey players, Marco Sturm retires earlier in the week, and Greg Wyshynski.
You know what? Sturm is a joke.
Strong.
That guy. Who even knew he was still in the league?
That's all.
Seriously, who even knew he was still a hockey player? What a joke that guy was.
I actually did know he was here because he plays in a city like an hour away.
I mean, come on, seriously.
Cologne Sharks.
Puck Daddy. I mean, I don't even want to call him Puck Daddy because it's a
Punk Daddy because they're punks.
Yeah, he is.
They're punk daddies. They're punks. Straight up punks.
Tit fucker daddy.
Guy Brochure has been thrown in the mix for the Terrien job, but right now he just got the call to coach Switzerland. So if he has if the Swiss had a real good run in the World Championships last year, they only ended up losing to a very good Swedish team that had the Sundin sisters. So sorry, you're not allowed to say that in the States anymore, are you?
Oh, everything is just like
you totally. You gotta let say pussy. You gotta say you're a jerk off.
Yeah, no, if you say that's
I don't give a crap.
The reason that men call people pussies, it's to it's to make you feel worse because it's a female part and it's making women seem inferior and you're making men inferior by using it and shut up.
Yeah, you're right.
Shut up.
They're absolutely right. Fuck you, you pussy. I went to mixed basic training, and they had to whisper in my ear what a pussy I was.
They whispered it?
Yeah. Callahan, you're a pussy. You're a big pussy. Swear to God, no joke. I'm not making that up.
That's bad.
You're a pussy. Callahan, come here. You're a pussy.
So they can't even yell. They can't yell.
Well, they can yell at you. They can make funny. Like they can humiliate. Look, you can be humiliated in other ways, in many ways. But they that's not the worst thing they called me. I just can't. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Exactly what they said, but they did. They whispered in my ear what a pussy I was, and then I was thinking, "Who's the real pussy?"
Pussy.
Yeah, that's right.
Slapshot. That's a great scene.
I have to confess that I've never let the children watch a hockey game.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
Here's
her.
another
Your
offensive
son
thing.
looks like a fag to me. You better get married again, because he's going to wind up with somebody's cock in his mouth before he can say Jack Robinson.
Yeah, fucking babies, God. Hey, guess what? That's how those players talk in the ice. Get used to it. And you know what? If you raise a child that can't deal with being called a pussy, I don't want to sit next to him in a bar in 10 years. I don't want him anywhere near me. I don't want your pussy kids away from me. I don't want it. Maybe it's better off that I'm over here. You dumb kid. Oh, God. It motivates me, too, because you know what happens is, I'm not a pussy. I'll show him I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
That's I could care less who I offend at this point in my life. I'm becoming like my grandfather. Fuck it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody has the right to go through life without being offended. And people love being offended, Tom. That's what it comes down to. Nowadays,
but it's now more than they always did. But it's an absolute zenith now. It's an absolute zenith now. It's unbelievable.
Now, they get to parade it around and, I was offended. And
oh, God.
Shut down a fucking bridge.
And take over a school.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Geez, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend any Chris Christie voters out there with my comment about shutting down a bridge. It didn't even, that was an afterthought.
What else do I got here? You can see that KHL video I posted earlier in the week with the guy, the defenseman, made the glove save. It's badass.
Did not see it.
Did it on in the crease. It's quite good. Let's talk about Yankee Stadium a little bit. Got any neat stories? Jake sent me a picture of a Ranger fan taking a piss in public and said this proves that the Ranger fans are bigger lowlifes than Devil fans.
What? One guy?
That's what he said. He sent me. It was on my Twitter. You can check it out.
He went to the game.
I don't know if Jason's having a problem or we're actually having a problem over here in the thing, and I don't even know that we're broadcasting still. Oh, the broadcast froze. First time. Yep. We had a complete dropout. This is awful. It's still streaming up there. Maybe we lost you. Video call. Pick up as soon as you can. All right, I think maybe we're streaming again. What bad, lousy luck. I might re-edit this sucker anyway. But we're trying to get Jason back on. We had some kind of internet failure on, I don't know whose side it is. And we've never actually had we've had a little trouble with some of the streaming software and
the person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
I know.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Yeah. We've had problems in the past with some of the new stuff because we're trying to do the video and things of that nature, but we've never had a complete shutdown like this. And if you're still with me, and I don't even know that you folks are, I don't know what happened to the stream. Jay's back online. And we'll see, hopefully in a minute. Let's see where I am, see if I can hear the... Here we go. Hey, you there?
No idea what the hell happened.
I think it was probably on my ISP shut down for a second because the broadcast actually cut. The broadcast actually cut. Let's see. It looks like we're broadcasting live now. But the broadcast actually cut off. That's never happened before. It was just a complete drop. Yeah, we're back on. We're back live. We didn't lose the stream. But there's like a shutdown.
It's a first-class gig you got going here, Tom.
Oh, Jesus. You have no idea how hard I work at this shit. But it was definitely my ISP. There was some kind of major blockage because it shut you off. I think we actually, the broadcast itself froze. You have no idea how much that breaks my heart, especially when we're going so well. And I know the quality was good. Let me hear something real quick. I don't know. I don't know how good the stream is.
You're kind of breaking up now.
Oh, great. Yeah, there's something wrong. I don't know what's going on. I have to finish the news. I've never not completed. Oh. Only got 30 minutes left. Yeah, they're getting a please stand by on their end. God, man. What a lousy deal. This is the joys of broadcasting live. You know what I could have did? We could have done this. I don't know what happened to the stream. There we go. Jay's back online. I don't know. I don't even know if we're still live. I don't know what happened to the stream. Jay's back online. Let's see. And we'll see. Hopefully in a minute. Let's see where I am. See if I can hear the... I don't know. I don't even know if we're still broadcasting. Hey, you there? Maybe we are. Well, it's going to be interesting to go back.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, that was that was the other me.
I don't know who I'm answering.
That was the other me. You know what? You know what the worst part about this is? I gotta start running Audacity. I can't believe he lost it. Like,
does that mean later on, like 2 me's are gonna be responding to you?
Yeah, like an infinite loop forever. But
God, we'll be.
I think we there's a chance here we actually lost the whole live broadcast, which is really bothering us. Yeah, and there's no going back. And this something came through. It's just like a bad packet to the stream. Jay's back online.
Yeah, I'm here.
No,
Yeah.
that was. Like,
does that mean later on, like 2 me's?
Lost the whole live broadcast. All right, I think we're back on. Lost the whole live broadcast. Yeah, there's your infinite loop. But all right, let's try to finish the news.
Tommy.
Yeah. Is that the loop?
No, I'm answering you from 5 minutes ago. I'm just.
Okay. Oh Jesus. Don't be too much better than Jake. You'll get jealous. Been looking to replace him for months. Hey, did you pay attention to the whole Dead on Dave situation? You never commented on that. How me and Dead on Dave
what happened? You broke up a little.
Really? Yeah, there seems to become some kind of connection issue. Did you know anything about the Dead on Dave issue? Did you know anything about that? You still there, Betty? We're losing the show.
Yeah, this is really. I'm having a real hard time hearing you.
Really? Can you hear me now?
You want me to hang up?
No, not yet. Yeah, there's some kind of is a connection issue.
Yeah, I
all right, hang up. Yeah, come back on. Come back. We're having some serious problems here on Shot from the Point Live. I guess if it's going to happen, it really should happen during the Super Bowl. I wonder, I wonder if it's Super Bowl traffic. How do I sound now?
Oh, God, football is ruining everything.
You think that might be it? It crossed my mind. The amount of streaming traffic. Because you got to figure, like, it's getting popular over here, too. You know that?
I need to move to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, they don't care, I guess.
There's no football.
You lived there for a while, right?
Yeah, no, it was no football. It was great.
Really? Football was great. Nobody likes football over there? Ugh, yeah. Now we're getting messages from X that we're dropping frame quality, and oh, man. Yeah, I think because the game broadcast just started, so I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it. Be interesting to see how that goes. You want to try to finish the dumb show? Can you hear me?
NFL.
Can you still hear me?
Can
Am I broken
hear
up, or you can hear me?
You're in and out.
Oh fuck.
There's a wiener dog heading onto the field on Puppy Bowl. It's trotting out there.
I can hear you fine. That's the worst part.
Mandy, 17 weeks old, dachshund.
Was he a linebacker?
Let me see. Look at Mandy.
All right. Can you hear me? Let's finish this nightmare. Maybe we'll finish it a little early. It is a big nightmare.
Mandy thinks long legs are overrated. Just so you know, that was.
You're really watching the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah.
I thought Jake wasn't going to be on the show today. That's what I was kind of hoping. Get a new perspective. Hey, what do you think about Oposo being left off the team? You think it was the right move?
Oposo being left off is what I'm guessing you're asking.
Yes.
I think it's bullshit. I think
really?
He definitely should be on the team. I mean, are you there?
Yeah. I can hear you fine. You've never stopped broadcasting well. Not things that you don't offend nobody.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know.
We're all Canadian.
Case.
Every one of us are Canadian now. Brian Rafalski.
I don't want to offend any Canadians.
Brian Rafalski, former Devil, former Red Wing. He got a little jumpy after he played in an Old Timers game in the Winter Classic.
I can't hear you at all, Tommy.
Oh, my God, no. It's that bad, huh? You know what, dude?
I just heard you come back in and you said Winter Classic. That's...
it's that bad. I think we're going to have to end it, man. Not your fault. Listen,
That sucks.
I think you know what? I'm gonna have to finish this myself.
It's football.
And it does. It's football. It probably is. Unbelievable. Hey, listen. I'm gonna thank you for being on. I'm gonna do the news myself. I'm gonna finish it off and do it the best I can. And I'll be in touch with you real soon. But I guess we can't continue this way because of the connection.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. It's having a good time.
It's having a good time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the dachshund just went after another dog.
How can I lose you? You're being funny
she's
now.
Nasty.
How can I even lose you?
She's just tearing it up out there.
Hey, listen.
These are nasty little dogs. Yes, sir.
Are we saying goodbye? Or are you gonna? Yeah.
Touchdown, dachshund. Oh wait, come on. Is it?
Oh boy. Hey, buddy. Ugh, there it is again. It happened again. All right. It cut you off. Again, I think this is football traffic. I'll be in touch. Too bad. I think we're having a very good show. And, well, maybe I'll just say one more time. Hey! I think we have to bag it.
Oh, hi, Tom.
Can you hear me? No. We have to bag it, okay?
Yeah, it's like that breaking up type of thing again.
Yeah.
But I heard you say
it's not going to work. Not your fault. It's the Super Bowl traffic, more than likely. You take care, Jason.
It's your loss, though. You're missing out on the wiener dog.
All right. Thanks. I can't watch it here if I wanted to.
Just like we're missing out on Oposo being in the Olympics.
Jason, you take care. Thanks for being on, man.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fuck the Islanders and the Flyers.
Have a nice day. That was Jersey Jason Lech. We cannot. Oh, there's my ugly webpage. Looks like we can't do this, folks. As far as at least with two callers, I'm assuming this is Super Bowl traffic. That means next year we're off for the Super Bowl. We learn our lesson from this. This is a little bit unfortunate. At least I think so. I mean, I thought it would be. I thought things would be a little more fun. What can I tell you? What do I know? I'm a dopey guy. Oh, jeez. God damn. Almost there, man. Almost there, but almost not there. But look, if you're still with this broadcast, and I doubt you are, I'm going to finish the news because I'm a goddamn trooper. Brian Rafalski, I guess he got a little jumpy because he really, 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 really wanted to play hockey again, and he went to his ECHL team and got let go. So Brian Rafalski retires for the second time. And you know what? I'm not going to make fun of him because I never played in the NHL, and I knew if I did play in the NHL, I'd probably want to be back in the NHL. And it was just, you got the smell, the ace, the sticks, everything, and he went for it, and didn't work out. But hey for effort. Ryan Rafalski. Hey, you want to see something? I don't know, completely bizarre. Too bad we didn't get to talk to Jason about being at the. Look at my buddy here, Cloud Cutterbuck. I think he thought it was a great idea to go in blackface in a practice for the New York Islanders and the Rangers. Wednesday night rivalry stadium series in Yankee Stadium. I don't know if this was the smartest movie ever made. Definitely not. And there's things. I don't know if you're actually even hearing this because we're getting so many breakups. It is Traffic City. Yeah, we're losing it. It's too bad, but I'm a trooper. I keep going. Probably gonna end it. 3 minutes anyway. Tim Thomas is funny. He's got jokes. Thomas got pounded by the Bruins 6-2 when he revisited him in his new Florida team. He was quoted as saying, "I may even like the State of the Union more than my pounding over here in Boston," which was a funny joke considering the history between Obama, Mr. Thomas, Boston Bruins, and their fans. State of the Union drop was funny. The Winter Classic or the Stadium Series, very big success. The Devils go over the Rangers go over the Devils, and the New York Islanders. Very good game, that Islander game. Jersey Jason Lech was there, and he did participate. We even took a live call for him from the in the Cree show, which was quite nice. What else? We're getting close to Stoch. Stochi's coming a couple days from now. I think by next week we'll play in the first game. We'll be paying a lot of attention to that. We'll be doing pregame shows on In the Crease with Tommy C. We're going to pregames, and of course, we're doing Chop from the Point all week for the week in the news and what have you. And of course, Jersey Jason. And then next week we may have Mr. Sean Money here, or Money. God, if this happens during his visit, I don't even know what to do with myself. But yeah. That's one of her. The Arizona Coyotes, now they are. The Phoenix Coyotes are now changing their team name to the Arizona Coyotes. Because I guess they haven't played Phoenix in a while. I don't know. Changing the team name doesn't really... what are they? The New California Angels? Los Angeles Angels? Whatever. And don't they do that a lot? They change the name of the team? Is that their thing? They change the state of the town? Jaromir Jagr, not worried about getting blown up in Sochi. He said that he's very confident that American and Russian security forces will do everything to keep people safe. I don't know. Hope it's enough. Russian security forces, I don't know. Now, of course, I mentioned before that Rafalski re-retired. Again. Re-retired, re-reported. Well, the Yankee Stadium thing was success. You know what? I gotta get a clip of Jason because he really just said funny things. Like when Jersey Jason Lesh saw Gary Bettman on a bus, and he said that I had nothing to say to that man. It was really great, very Jersey. I gotta get that. I think I gotta isolate that sound clip. Daniel Carlillo, whatever. You know. Jake Link said that the Rangers are now going to demand that the Garden cut the roof off because their record's so good on these games. I think that the Rangers are actually 3-0 in outdoor games. Ben Scrivens recently made history with a 59-save shutout versus San Jose Sharks. You know, if you don't think this guy is for real, you're wrong. You're definitely wrong because... I mean, this guy jumped in a quick spot, and then he goes into a horrible situation where he's just going to get shelled in Edmonton. A bunch of offensive players, they can't score, nor apparently they don't back check. I don't know what's going on in Edmonton. I don't know if that's that player-friendly coach, Dallas Aiken, or whatever his name is. He makes me ache. I don't know what exactly is going on over there, but Scrivens makes his 52 save. Is this an all-time record? Let's see. Harrison Mooney reported this sucker, too. Scrivens faced 59 shots in his club's 3-0 victory over the San Jose Sharks. That's a big win for Edmonton, too, even though they are not going to the playoffs. In fact, he shattered the record, which was previously held by Mike Smith at 55. So congratulations to Ben Scrivens. And I tell you something, if anybody was going to beat that record, I thought about that. You know, he might get some, pretty good save percentage out there because they're going to let shots through over at Edmonton. Congratulations to Ben Scrivens. Did the Blackhawks fan whatever. Who cares? Ben Bishop is probably the front runner for the Vezina Trophy. He also hurt himself earlier in the week too, but he seems to be back on his feet again. New Jersey Devil, former New Jersey Devil, and New York Islander Jay Pandolfo retires. He's also was he part of the 95 team? I think so. Remember hearing about him in high school before he actually came to the Devils. They knew he would be a big, and he was a big part of those teams, Jay Pandolfo. So we congratulate Mr. Pandolfo on a great career. Scrolling. See, I can't transition well like I did before because I don't have anybody when I scroll, I don't have anybody to kind of talk over me. Simon Velarnov, Mr. He keeps pucks at your net and bitches in check. Resigns the Avalanche, so they got faith in him for $29.5 million. I think we're getting almost to the end of it all. Zach Parise named captain of Team USA. Congratulations, Mr. Parise. I think it was a good pick. Well, I don't think they're gonna. Nobody trusts Patrick Kane, I guess, and what have you. Oh, I've got a funny video for you. Do I've got time to show it? No, I'm not gonna show it. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. How about that? What's that? Hey, not taking any calls. And I think that's it. Ryan Callahan and Girardi. Lots of trade rumors going there for the New York Rangers. The Rangers were told 2 years ago that it's win now or nothing. They thought they'd be doing it with Tortorella. These guys got big contracts coming up, and they can't re-sign them all. So do you trade Captain Collie or Girardi, the heart of the defense? Here's your choice: the heart of the team or the heart of the defense. Rangers got some, and it's obviously Nash can't cover this team. If he could carry this team, he would have been. If he couldn't carry Columbus, he's never going to carry this team. No one hockey player is going to do it. You need 2 solid lines at very least. And they better get real hot in the playoffs. Really funny video with Brandon Press last night. Or the other night, I think it was. Let's see if I got this sucker right here. Yeah, this is
looked harmless enough after the last play. Everything looked calm enough. But then as the players were about to make changes on the whistle, everything breaks loose.
Press goes up.
And
Pussy!
I think everybody that remained on the ice got into it. And the goalie came out, Ben Bishop.
Ben Bishop,
you can't talk to me that way.
This was a commercial change, right? So out come the ice scrapers. And both teams went to their benches except one player.
TV timeout.
And that was Prust. Bishop makes it.
You believe that? It's a freaking TV timeout. Oh, well. What are you going to do? I should be allowed to monetize this, even though I use an NHL video because it was such a shitty job because we're getting so much damn traffic. Nazem Kadri's in a little bit. There's a possible suspension coming his way, and I think I have the video for that as well. Do I? Yeah, check this.
Kadri for Kuhn. This line will need a change now for Toronto as well. Callan has to look over his shoulder, gets back and feeds the puck to Cody Ceci.
Unbelievable. They didn't call it. It gets out, of course. The Senators go and try to beat that ass. Kadri, a repeat offender. But he's guaranteed not to get as much time as... he's guaranteed... Don't call me, by the way. He's guaranteed not to get as much time as another player would with a lesser skill set because he's Nazem Kadri. Because we know the suspensions are based on like how good a skill player you are. If he was a goon, he would have got 15 games. Just like, Thor, what's-his-face did over in Boston and John Scott, who everybody loves to hate. And what have you. The Red Wings are in an interesting situation. Pavel Datsyuk has not been healthy all season. He's 35 years old, no kid anymore. And, the Red Wings are rather him stay home from Sochi, but, I mean, how do you stay home from Sochi? They got a Stanley Cup to win. And they probably don't care too much about that. But, of course, they don't have anything to say about it, and it's completely up to Datsyuk. It's an outside possibility that Datsyuk leaves, but don't count on it. Playing the Olympics in Russia is once a lifetime. He may risk his career for that. It's not unlikely. All right, everybody, I'm gonna end this nightmare. I'm usually mad at myself when things get screwed up, but I really can't be mad at all. It's too bad. Jace did a great job, and we're having such a good time. But look, we're not getting callers on a day like this. Next year, no Super Bowl. Learn my lesson. The traffic. God, are we even broadcasting anymore? I'd be shocked if we were still broadcasting. Yeah, it looks like we are. It's gonna be hard to watch. Should have bought some beer. Unbelievable. Yeah, you like wrestling? I like wrestling. Sometimes, anyway. Well, why don't you check our friend out, Joe Cronin, The Joe Cronin Show. He's a really, really, really great guy. He's probably watching the Super Bowl and now enjoying himself while I'm trying to broadcast during the Super Bowl. But, yeah, right at 1 o'clock, man, just hit us hard. That traffic just smacked us over the damn head. Horrid. Sad. Well, anyway, Joe Cronin, he does a wrestling show sort of like we do, but it's wrestling talk. As far as not the angles and things like that, they actually talk. They talk about the behind-the-scenes stuff. They talk about Daniel Bryan. and you know, all the controversy, how guys get promoted backstage. It's the inside of wrestling. It's not what's going on television. It's going on behind the camera. And you might learn a little something too. Maybe you're a half-ass wrestling fan. You like watch the one. You might get a new perspective on it. What's a work? What's a shoot? Check it out. Joe Cronin Show. In the crease with me, Tommy C. It is to be announced basis. Please subscribe to us on the Shot from the Point channel so we can get you the latest episodes of In the Crease. In the Crease plays underground music, covers all sorts of pop culture topics, especially if there's like a weird video on YouTube or something like that. And we also do like things like big games. Like right before Yankee Stadium, we went on like a 2-hour show. We play a lot of music, talk to some friends. And you're more than welcome to call in that show as well. It's In the Crease with Tommy C. In the Crease with Tommy C. You know, I'm thinking maybe, you know, we've had so many technical problems. I gotta be honest with you, if next week doesn't work, because I was a good boy this week with videos and stuff, I may bag the whole damn Sunday. It's just not working. No. And you know what else, Tyler? Time. So In the Crease, Tommy C. The all-purpose, open format show here on the show on the Shot from the Point Productions channel. Listen, if you want to know the schedule for this one or check some of our old episodes, what you need to do is you need to subscribe, and then we will post times to broadcast, because it's kind of to be mouse until further notice. As we figure out what's going on, who broke the internet. I'd like to figure out who broke the internet. And that brings me to one of our other project helpers. Joe Cronin is really great. But you know another guy is really great and been with us since the very beginning? None other than the man you're looking at right now. The Shot from the Point music, produced and written by none other than JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com. Look, this guy writes music for a living, whether it's rock or a hip-hop beat or some of the ambient sounds you could do for... Maybe you're making a small film. Maybe you're making like an independent film or a college film or something like that. Check out some of his ambience. And then you could use that in the film. And, you know, you're not going to have to pay, you know... Look, you can't afford to take some of this stuff from, you know, major studios or what have you. John's the guy to talk to because he'll make you write something beautiful, and you can listen to what he already has, and it's something you want to use in your project, or it's your podcast or what have you. John's the guy. He also does his own rock music. 2-3 albums already. He was in a band with me freaking 13, 14 years ago. And I play some of his, and I play lots of his stuff on In the Crease with Tommy C, so please check out JohnFreemanMusic.com. I don't have release dates, but I'm hearing in the middle of February, possibly next week, Back Issues, the Hustler magazine story, a documentary by Michael Lee Nierenberg. Michael Lee Nierenberg interviews the people that are behind this fascinating story. And don't get me wrong, it's a very fascinating story. Larry Flynn is interviewed, and so the guy who shot him was executed for being a serial killer back in November. This is a wild story. It's not just about porn. It covers the whole spectrum of Larry Flynn's story and what happened during his tenure. Well, tenure's not the right word. During his time. It's a fascinating story. From the shooting to becoming a newborn Christian to really being a spokesman for free speech. And, you know, he made dirty magazines, so he had every right to make a dirty magazine. And he felt that way. And what have you. Yeah. Let's take a look at Bellows one more time.
Your knee must be killing you, Bellows.
Yeah.
Stop the fucking ice, you faggot. What? Bellows, you must be really hurt.
Fucking count, Kevin! You're fucking welcome!
Bellows, you must be really hurt.
No problem.
Get off the ice, you pussy.
You're the best! You're the fucking
lay on the ice.
You're the fucking best, Bellows!
You lay on the ice
You're
like
fucking superstar!
You lay on
the best, Bellows!
You lay on the ice like a little... Lay on the ice like a fraud, Bellows, you pussy.
You fucking woman!
You little fucking puke. Get up, you
fucking
faggot.
balls, you fucking tit fucker!
You tit fucker. Yeah. Have you ever been called worse things than that? I think we covered all our plugs. JohnFreeMusic.com. Please check us out next week. Hopefully we'll have Harrison Moody's on. Yeah, I took a gamble on a lot of this software and what have you. And right now it's bugging me. This show really has not done well at this time slot. Maybe I should have pre-recorded it. Shot from the point, dead. Still alive. Didn't want to do that either. And I could have done it too. Believe me, I'm a smart fucking guy. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate you being a part of us. Thank you for being a part of our show and our what have you. Hopefully you have a better show. Thank you very much to Jake Link, Steve Presborowski, his wonderful family, Tracy Link, and Jason's wife. I probably should thank her, right? Because maybe he won't come back. We want Jason on regularly too. I think it would really work with me, him and Jake and what have you. Joe Cronin and all the people that help out Shot from the Point. Super Bowl traffic. That's my theory. May have taken us down. But we really appreciate everybody that puts their positive feedback. Oh, and one more thing. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. You can get me at Tommy C SFTP, at Tommy C SFTP. Just go to your Facebook, write Shot from the Point, and you'll probably see and other crap. Like us on Facebook. We'd appreciate that. And I have Google+. And if you have Google+, that's fine. You want to do it. But I don't really care. But we have all our videos there and lots of other things. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been a Shot from the Point production. I am Tommy C. See you next week. Out. You fucking bastard.